Hey friends, today we are going to make vegetable biryani. So let's have a quick look on the ingredients required. So we have 1 big onion finely chopped into slices, 1 cup of finely chopped beans, 1 cup of finely chopped carrots, half a cup of green peas, around 4 tablespoons of oil, 1 big tomato chopped, few cilantro, ginger garlic paste about 1 tablespoon, garam masala 1 teaspoon, red chili powder around 1 or 2 tablespoon according to your spice levels. So I'm making 1 glass of rice, fresh curd, this is 1 ball, and this is your cumin powder. I've taken around 2 teaspoon, and this is dhania powder or coriander powder, so this is 1 tablespoon, few fresh mint leaves, and these are the dry spice ingredients. So I have taken the bay leaf, little bit of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and few cloves. So before starting, let me tell you, if you are taking 1 glass of rice, take 1.5 glass of water, that is 1 to 1:5, 1.5 ratio of water. Okay, so I have soaked 1 glass of rice in 1.5 glass of water for around half an hour. So it's always better to soak the rice before starting the biryani. So let's get started. So once you added oil in the pressure cooker, see whether it is hot. So once it gets hotter, add the bay leaf, the cinnamon, the cloves. I've added around 3 to 4 and 5 to 6 cloves, and few fennel seeds. Be careful because it will be popping up. Then I'll add the chopped onions. Let the onions fry nicely till it gets brown. So once the onions have fried nicely, I'm gonna add the pudina or the mint. So you can just put the whole of the pudina, or you can break it, the coriander or the cilantro. Mix it. Be careful when it is getting popped up on outside. So at the same time, I'm gonna add the ginger garlic paste. So you have to see that the ginger garlic paste is fried nicely so that the rawness of the ginger garlic paste is gone. So when it is fried nicely, it gives nice aroma to the entire biryani. So after frying for around 3 to 4 minutes, I'm gonna add the green peas. Fry it for a while. I have taken frozen green peas. You can add the soaked green peas also. The frozen peas doesn't require much time to cook. So now I'm going to add the spices. So this red chili powder is again up to your spice levels. So I'm gonna add around 2 tablespoons. The dhania powder or the coriander powder, the cumin or jeera powder, garam masala. If you don't like much spicy, you can just reduce it. And give it a mix. The dry spice powders, if it gets mixed in the oil and fried for a little bit, it gives much more flavor and taste to the whole biryani. So now I'm gonna add the tomatoes. Mix it. So at this stage, I'll add the salt. So this is up to your, as per the taste. So I forgot to show you turmeric in the main ingredients. So you can add the turmeric now. Half a teaspoon. So now I'm gonna add 1 cup of fresh curd. Mix it properly. So after adding the curd, let it cook for a while. So after frying for around 2 minutes, you can see that the oil is floating on the top. That means it has cooked properly. So now I'm gonna add the soaked rice. So for 1 glass of rice, I've taken 1.5 glass of water and soaked around half an hour. At this stage, you can check the salt. If it is not correct, you can just add little more salt. So after cooking for around 3 minutes, I'm gonna close the lid of the pressure cooker, and with the lid on and with the whistle, you have to keep it for full flame for 1 whistle, and once you get the 1 whistle, just switch off the flame and let it be resting on the stove till it gets cooled off. So after 1 whistle and letting it to cool down completely, I'm taking out the lid of the cooker. It looks yummy, isn't it? So you can take the serving plate. So you can feel the nice aroma coming out. So if you want, you can garnish with little bit of coriander. It's optional. So your yummy biryani is ready to go. So I have served with raita. It tastes very yummy.